Hi, my name is Carter Anderson. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and kind of discuss with you some of my speaking experience that I've been able to have throughout the course of my life, as well as why I think it would be a great partnership for us to work together moving forward in the hemophilia community. For 9 months of my missionary service for my church, I had the opportunity to be one of two missionaries that would go around every single month and train groups of 50 to 100 missionaries, and we would just kind of discuss with them direct application to how we could become the best missionaries that we could be. And so that was a great opportunity that kind of prompted my initial, desire or interest to want to get into public speaking and kind of teaching in that capacity. After that, I had the opportunity to be a host of a self-help podcast where we were able to release 65 plus episodes spanning anywhere from, mental health to physical health and just continuing to become the best versions of ourselves. And a lot of my speaking experiences related to my church, but that was a great opportunity for me to kind of breach outside of that and become well versed in speaking and kind of presenting different matters outside of that. Since 2020, in October, I've had the opportunity to be a high school teacher where I've taught seminary. So every single day, basically for the past 4 years, I've had the opportunity for 60 minutes to 80 minutes to kind of multiple times throughout the day, at least two periods a day to be able to share inspirational thoughts and messages with these kids and kind of refine my ability day in and day out to present to a bunch of different groups of people. Over the last 3 summers, I've also had the opportunity to be a keynote speaker for a youth conference where, again, I'll share inspirational messages, self-improvement material to groups of 100 to 300 kids. And so you can kind of see how, I've had the opportunity to teach small groups, in a high school setting versus, being a keynote speaker at very big conferences and kind of everywhere in between digitally, with the podcast. So I have a wide variety of opportunities and experience speaking. Oops. Well, some of the reasons I think that this would be a great partnership is one of the things I'm most passionate about, especially pertaining to hemophilia community, is allowing people to be advocates for themselves and giving them tools and ideas and inspiration on how they can reach their highest potential, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, socially. Those are all aspects of my life that I'm constantly refining. One of the things that I think makes me a unique candidate is I feel like I'm very intentional about the way that I take care of myself in those aspects of my life, whether it's physically exercising, what I do to, fuel my body through food, emotionally trying to take care and regulate my emotions, making sure that I'm doing what it takes to be in an emotionally available place, mentally doing what it takes, meditate, journaling, everything like that, socially pushing myself to make connections and network to become the best version of myself. So that's why I love having the opportunity to speak to people is because I feel like I'm doing my part to improve myself. And so hopefully people can find inspiration and that I'm not just telling them things to do, but these are things that I'm actually doing in my own life. I'm currently finishing my degree at Utah Tech University studying psychology, communications, and business. And so this is something that, communications and psychology has very much to do with the self-help aspect of my life. And so not only, is this something that I'd like to learn about outside of that, it's also what I'm studying in my university studies. Due to my background in teaching high school, I've had the opportunity to teach lots of different kids. And so I feel like I've refined my ability to communicate with and find respect with and kind of be on the same level with any different group of people. And so that's one of the things that I think makes me a great speaker is being able to relate with and connect with everybody. Kind of going into the hemophilia side of things, I should probably move my face. Um, I've had to overcome countless bleeds and injuries that probably, for most people, uh, maybe kind of could have derailed my overall health. And at times, maybe it has, but I worked incredibly hard to not ever not allow my bleeding disorder to limit what I can and can't do. Growing up, I've always played basketball, all 4 years of high school. I went and served my mission for my church and then came home and had the opportunity to play college basketball. Unfortunately, COVID postponed the season and I ended up just sticking around and then got hired to be a high school teacher. So I kind of made that decision to move on. But this is something that I've never let my hemophilia limit what I can and can't do. And I like to be able to express that to other hemophiliacs that yes, we do have a bleeding disorder But when we put in the work, when we take care of ourselves in all aspects of our lives, we can do the exact same things as anybody else. And then also I've been using Jivi for the last year or so, so I feel like I would be a great ambassador to not only, help hemophiliacs improve themselves, but also be a great advocate for some of Bayer's products and being able to be a great representation of the Bayer in it of itself. Um, just kind of a quick example of kind of evidence that as maybe an aspect of inspiration or motivation. But for the past year, um, well, not even just the past year, my senior year of high school, I ended up tearing my groin, and due to complications with hemophilia, it became a lot worse. And so I basically didn't get to play at all my senior year of high school playing basketball. I actually dunked the ball for the first time, and then I tore my groin the very next day. And so about a year ago, I said, I want to get back to that place. I want to be able to dunk a basketball. I want to be able to take care of myself because I wasn't in maybe the healthiest of place. And so over the past year or so, I've really taken it into my own hands to take care of myself physically, emotionally, making sure I'm fueling my body right so that I can get back to that place. And so I just took this video a couple of months ago, kind of showing my progress of being able to go from, being really derailed by this unfortunate injury and bleed to taking care of myself and allowing myself to get back to somewhere where I want to be. Awesome. So hopefully you can see I have a lot of experience in speaking, so you're not just, potentially looking at hiring someone that, has hemophilia or has some cool experiences, but I also have a professional background in this, but also hopefully that you can see I would be a great advocate for the hemophilia community and those that are involved as well as Bayer. And so I appreciate your time and hopefully look forward to continuing to work together and being able to help motivate and inspire some people in the hemophilia community.